He did it again. Patrik Laine not only scores the shootout winner for Montreal, he also got his third of the season in 4 games off another assist from Nick Suzuki and Lane Hutson, extending their point streaks. It just keeps happening. But not only that, Kirby Dach gets his second of the season, his first in 19 games, as Montreal gets a huge win as they continue to climb the standings day after day with Patrik Laine being the team's savior right now. There's a ton of stuff we got to get into, plus some amazing comments on Ivan Demidov from various people across the hockey world that you'll want to tune in for on this episode of Habs Digest. But Jesse, my gosh, Montreal's been on this 5-game homestand. They play Pittsburgh again Thursday, but this home ice advantage has proved to be something special for them right now.
It's all about the home ice advantage right now for Montreal. The Stars aligning, Laine back, getting that time on ice right now for the Montreal Canadiens.
And guys, if you want to find your new home ice and have a big advantage like the Montreal Canadiens, what better spot than Rentals.ca? They've been supporting our national team defend their home ice in international competition. They've been helping thousands of Canadians find their home ice all across the country.
Whether that's Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Rentals.ca has you covered. The absolute best place in Canada to look for rentals for houses, for apartments, for condos. Rentals.ca, their website, super clean, easy to use. Check out their maps where you can find amazing listings in the neighborhood of your choice.
Rentals.ca, guys, you know they've been supporting us forever. If you want to find your new home ice, check out Rentals.ca in the pinned comment or link in the description down below. We genuinely enjoy their product. I hope you guys do too if you want to find your new home ice. Shout out to Rentals.ca for supporting our national team and you guys. Jesse, let's start with Ivan Demidov because this guy, we haven't talked about him in a little while. He's been getting benched. He's been playing under 10 minutes a game. We're done talking about that now. That's old news. However, what's not old news is some quotes coming out recently. The first one coming from Torpedo coach Vladimir Filatov. He spoke about working with Ivan Demidov. This is roughly translated from Russian, so it's not perfect, but he basically says, I've worked with different players, and I don't want to offend anyone, but Vanya, which is Demidov, is the strongest hockey player I've seen individually. There has never been a stronger player in my memory. I assume that means in terms of like how good he is, not physical strength, but hey, maybe that too. He does say Demidov barely leaves the gym, but also, I want to bring this up. What Eric Engels said, he said he's at the Board of Governor meetings in Palm Beach. He's away from the Habs, but he ran into an executive, not from the Habs, who raved about Demidov, saying he's a bona fide superstar who will arrive in Montreal and immediately make an impact. Jesse, I know we love Demidov. We love talking about him, but to hear that this praise has gone far beyond just the Habs sphere, we've seen it from his teammates like Tony DeAngelo in particular. We're now seeing it from random executives with other teams. We're seeing it from coaches of other teams. This is just getting better by the day.
Reaching every level of the NHL and just international hockey, right? We got players, we got former coaches, we got executives in the NHL. I hope that wasn't the general manager for the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm sure they'd kind of do what they were doing there. But obviously, like Ivan Demidov, and yeah, I think the rough translation is like that Ivan Demidov for this coach is the best player that he's ever trained, which is absolutely high praise. We're hearing it left, right, and center, but he's totally backing it up. I love the quote too about him where he says, like, it doesn't matter whether it's in the gym or on the ice. Like Demidov, he just treats it the same and he just goes hard, right? Every single time. So just basically everything you want to hear, all that skill, but then everything else to bring it to the table as well is what's truly making Ivan Demidov so special. Josh, I know I was texting during the game. I was like, this power play plus Demidov next year, like, I'm getting thoroughly excited for that.
I cannot wait. I mean, this power play looks different already right now for Montreal. It looks crazy good with Patrik Laine on it. And we're going to add another guy who's going to be a top-tier playmaker the moment he steps on the ice. Montreal's going to have 2 legit power plays. I cannot wait to see what happens with Ivan Demidov, but leave some love for him down below because I know Montreal's the big story tonight, but we had to share this with you guys because, my gosh, just thinking about the future is getting us beyond excited. But let's get into the game because that's what we all want to talk about, right? What a game for Montreal. Let's roll the clips one more time. Patrik Laine. This is the story of the day, Jesse. He did it again. It feels like every time he touches the puck, there's magic. Not only did he score the shootout, what ended up being the winner, he scored on this one-timer from the sick no-look pass from Nick Suzuki. We got Slafkovsky setting Dach up. I'm just going to play this Laine thing one more time. We'll get into Dach in a second. Look at that no-look pass from Suzuki. Not to mention, Jesse, he also hit a post on a beautiful feed from Slafkovsky out in front. He also had a nice open shot on a break where Dostal made a great save. Laine could have had a hat trick tonight. This guy was, I'm just going to bring this up, beyond unbelievable every single night right now. I'm just excited for him to touch the pucks. I know something special is going to happen.
And coming through at those clutch times, obviously we've seen, us kind of winning some games, getting some points is obviously coinciding with Patrik Laine's return because he's just changing the dynamics of this team absolutely on the power play again. Looking phenomenal. Zooks, we're going to see a lot more of that because this is the Suzuki special, the look off. And then, if you're playing him too much, he's going to shoot that as well if you're looking for the pass there so much. So, but of course, what led into this, Josh? Like, we'd be remiss, like, Kirby Dach, it was such an up and down game for him, right? But like he showed such skill and like an amazing puck reception to get the puck. He then attacks it, with zone, with speed into the offensive zone, draws that penalty, which kind of creates this power play in the first day that Laine capitalized on. But like he's not scoring that goal if it's not for Hutson being on the PP1 because he's out there that he's making this amazing play to keep the puck in. Again, showing that heart and soul, going to 7 games now, again, with points like surpassing the amazing, legendary Chris Chelios. Like, we're seeing some amazing stuff right now from a couple key players for this team.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I feel like I just spammed animations. We're just giving people boom, 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 boom. Look at all this information, but there's so many good things happening for Montreal right now. And I mean, Laine, he's the easy guy to talk about with that amazing goal. And it's unfair to have this back-to-back with this guy, Cole Caufield. Like, that is unfair. Caufield continues to just play some really good hockey as well, even if he didn't score a goal in this game. But like you said, Lane Hutson, our boy Lane Train, Montreal Canadiens official Twitter account, also liking some Lane Train animations. Anyway, we'll leave it there. They had a great one. I'm just saying. Anyway, but also kind of insane, Chris Chelios had 2 different 6-game point streaks in his rookie season, but Hutson might do that again this season. I don't know. He's on a 7-game point streak with his assist tonight that for some reason they originally credited to Caufield, but they went back to Lane Hutson. Yeah, Jesse, I mean, we're comparing him to Adam Fox. We've been talking about the rookie ladder. It's him, Michkov, and Celebrini right at the top right now as the top 3 favorites. And, I mean, this guy just continues to play really good. And not only that, Cayden Guhle in a night where he only played 16 minutes. Lane Hutson was out there for 25 minutes, only behind Matheson. Matheson, of course, getting some heavy use shorthanded and a bit on the power play as well. But Hutson, again, with the minutes he's playing, I think he's not stepping down defensively at all. I think he's playing up defensively. Like, he's playing really, really good defense relative to what people expected, and the points are coming too. That's why, for me, like, this guy is unreal.
Absolutely stepping up. And when a game where those goals were hard to kind of come by tonight, where Lane Hutson, he's doing those kind of effort, high-skilled plays, right, where he's making those things happen. Again, just another reason why I love having on the PP1 is, like, I don't want to disrespect Matheson, but very small likelihood, in my opinion, if Matheson's out there, he's keeping that puck in. Mm-hmm. That's changing the whole dynamics, right? We want Lane. We want him to stay, Laine as well, to stay confident right now, kind of coming back. The fact that he is playing so well, we shouldn't take for granted. You want to kind of keep feeding that fire. So again, Lane Hutson, amazing coach from Martin St. Louis. That did take a little bit of courage to make that finally happen, but we're seeing the fruit of that right now.
It's awesome. I wanted to also give a quick shout out to Monty, who put up another stellar performance, .931 save percentage. The 2 goals against him, there's no goalie in the league stopping either of those. Like, literally not. That first goal, bad rebound off a rush, bad defensive coverage. There's nothing he could do. Second one on the power play, tip in front, nothing you can do. This guy, in wins, they showed a stat. In wins, he has like a .938 save percentage or something like that. In losses, it's in the 870s. So Monty, he's hot and cold, but when he's hot, he's hot. And right now, he is on his last 4 games, Jesse. I think he's only allowing like 1.5 goals against with a .930 something save percentage. The dude's been rolling. But the big guy I wanted to talk about right now, though, is Kirby Dach, because what a great way to get back on track. Slaf with that hustle play. Dach, I don't know what you're doing. Marc-Andre Fleury felt a shiver down his spine for some reason that he can't quite understand when Montreal scored that goal off the mishandling of the puck. But when you haven't scored in 19 games, when you've been labeled as, just not living up, or is he finally a bust, all this stuff, people going hard on Kirby Dach, and he doesn't deserve that. Coming off a knee surgery, sometimes, Jesse, this is all you need to get back on track. And to me, seeing that made me so happy. Seeing Slaf and Dach both get points on the board. Laine with a goal, 1 assist. I mean, seeing him get that goal and play a solid game. Yes, he did have a pretty rough turnover at one point that led to a Dutch rush the other way, whatever. But seeing him get that in the net, I think this could be a good sign for things to come. That's all you need sometimes.
For sure. But again, so many like good things we see from Kirby Dach and then maybe some not good, but like he needed this goal and absolutely like this team needed this goal so much in this game right now. For Kirby right now, this, again, we do have to mention that we are seeing a couple of the same mistakes kind of being done, and that's only why it's an issue. It's kind of those same familiar things. So we want to see that. Like Marty St. Louis was visibly upset on the bench at a couple points there. You have to feel like it'll come. He's a young player. It's just when it's those same type of errors kind of being done on a repeated basis where obviously needs to be done, but he cares, right? And I think that this goal is really going to kind of help get like his confidence back because we know that he's an amazing player. Like there are so many players in the NHL that wish they were as big and as strong as Kirby Dach and had that skill set. Like he has so many things going for him, but it's really just that mental game of kind of putting it all together. So I feel I do have faith in him that kind of slowly and surely that he will do that. Obviously, Patrik Laine helping very much with this as well.
Yeah, give Kirby time. I'm going to wait till the second half of the season. I mean, I know if I had that kind of knee injury now, I don't have access to those pro therapists, but my gosh, it'd be taking me years. And I'm sure a lot of you too. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, like his speed doesn't seem to be an issue, but a lot of the time when you have a bad injury like that, it can affect your confidence, how physical you are going into the boards, things that we might not even notice. So you might just see a little spark for him, whether it's coming soon, later this season, next year, who knows. But let's be patient with him because I think there could be some good things to come. But that'll do it for this episode of Habs Digest. There's a lot of stuff we probably couldn't even talk about, and if you want to talk about some of it, leave a comment down below. We'd really, really appreciate the discussion. I'm Josh Gosse, my co-host, Jesse Poirier. We'll catch you in the next one.